Hi guys, it's Mark Zickery, Mr. Sci-Fi, and I am at the Star Trek Las Vegas convention talking to a lot of my friends. Bob Picardo's over here and Jonathan Frakes is over there. It's just really amazing to see so many of my compatriots and co-workers and friends. And Doug Jones is that way. And I'm what I am because of Star Trek. Star Trek debuted, the first series debuted when I was 10. I recorded it on audio, reel-to-reel tape, just in case it never aired again, because we did not have VCRs in that day and age. I remember thinking as a kid, wouldn't it be great if you could watch Star Trek whenever you wanted to? Boy, I hope the technology comes someday that will allow that. But this is a great convention. I highly recommend it to anyone who's a Star Trek fan. If you love any of the iterations of Star Trek, I mean, there's so many of the great actors here from all generations of Star Trek, including Walter Koenig, George Takei, Shatner. I actually bought a ticket to get a photo with Shatner because although I saw him when I was 10 years old on the Star Trek set, and although I wrote for him for the Tech Wars show, and he likes my scripts, et cetera, I have never gotten a photo with him, interestingly enough. I've met him a number of times, so I'm going to get a photo with him because he's 91, 92, and if I don't do it now, when will I have a chance to do it? So, but you can see this is the deal is when we have a Space Command table here. It's pretty amazing, talking to our fans, drumming up support. If you haven't watched Space Command, watch it here on Mr. Sci-Fi. You will love it. There's people in wonderful costumes like the Mr. Spock Lego, which is great. And it's fun because so many of the costumes are very, very, very inventive, from the original Star Trek, from Next Gen, DS9, and the new shows as well. So it's, and I really love costumes where someone actually made the costume themselves and didn't just buy it off a rack. But it's really, really, really cool seeing all of these wonderful, wonderful fans and people who really, really care about the things I care about. And, and it's lovely to have had this wonderful career where I got to live this life. And here's the guy who played the Gorn, which is so wonderful. But this is Friday at the convention. Tomorrow's Saturday. It's going to be even more packed on Saturday. But it's really very, very cool. I was at some of the earliest Star Trek conventions in the 1970s when I was a teenager. Equicon and FilmCon, put on by Bijou Trimble and her husband John, who were responsible for getting the third season of Star Trek. I was there with them, picketing for, I just nodded at Dominic Keating from Enterprise, who we want to put in Space Command, and many of the other Star Trek actors. So it's very, very cool. And then if you look down here behind me, you can see just crowds and crowds and crowds and crowds. Many are dressed in regalia. So I'm going to go hobnob with my brother Wizards, and we'll be posting more from this wonderful convention. And thanks for being there. Thanks for doing what you're doing. We are trying to hire a VFX team full-time on Space Command. So if you've been wanting to buy Space Command shares at $7,500 each, you get a portion of my producer's net profits on Space Command. And highly recommend it. We also treat you like a king. You're welcome when we're shooting. You're welcome at any of the conventions we attend. We take you out to meals, all sorts of stuff. So if you want to do that, if you want to buy shares, contact me at markzickery@gmail.com. We also have a Patreon page. You can support us that way. But definitely, if you love what we're doing, if you love science fiction, if you love the world that I talk about and inhabit, you can be even more a part of it. So, and of course, if you're in LA and want to see our studio with the giant alien spaceship and the giant robot and the 8-foot-tall creatures, you are more than welcome. So that is it for now. We will talk again really, really, really soon. Take care, guys. Bye.